This video is brought to you by Granger Motors, where you can save up to $1,300 on a factory extended warranty on your new Ford or Ram, Jeep, Chrysler vehicle.
Yep, that is La Cienega Boulevard, my friends. And that normally is Randy's Donuts with a giant donut there. Tony Stark was hanging out right in there. But now it says Lobo, and there's a very good reason for that. The real reason I'm here, aside from having donuts, because you don't get my size without donuts, is to look at this new Maverick. And I've been looking forward to this vehicle for a while. Hey there.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome.
Here's your donut.
Oh, you can and look at this blue, and it says Lobo on it?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole crowd needs to see this.
Yes.
Can I interview in about 1 minute?
Yeah.
Awesome, I'll be right back. Now, I'm not gonna eat it on camera because I don't wanna nauseate the audience, but I'm certainly going to recognize this truck? Yeah, I still have it. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, that is a heart-stopping, awesome donut with the little icing and the Lobo. Okay, enough of that. So, let's talk about Lobo for a second as I put the donut in a safe place. The homeless are very friendly here, by the way, but I don't want them stealing my donut, and I'm not even trying to be funny about it because there's an encampment about 2 blocks from here. That's that way. That's huge. That is the Lobo. See? Now, what can you see right off the bat that makes it a little different? That is a lower Maverick, my friends. Perfect timing, right when you got some paperwork.
Absolutely.
Would you mind clipping this maybe between your top and second button? Yeah. All right, that's great. Thank you. I'm just gonna drag you away from donuts.
Okay, let's go.
Can we talk about the this Maverick? Because this is a lowered Maverick, but there's more to it than that, right?
There's a lot more to it than this.
Okay, well, I think first you should probably tell everybody who you are. Sorry, I totally forgot that part.
No worries. I'm James Gilpin, Marketing Brand Manager for Maverick Truck.
And owner of Gilpin Ford. No, that's Galpin.
I wish.
Oh, wouldn't that be
Not
awesome?
me, though. That would be nice. Yeah, so this is the 2025 Maverick Lobo, introduced this morning. It's a completely unique trim in the lineup, sitting above Tremor. So we've gone from a 3 trim lineup to a 5 trim lineup. And at the top, we have 2 versions of performance. Off-road performance with Tremor and on-road performance with Lobo.
Now, I've heard some unusual things. For one thing, that like the Tremor, this also has the same rear end, essentially, which is a torque vectoring dual clutch rear end.
It does have the same rear end from Tremor, but we're using it in a totally different way. Instead of locking it, they're using that for the torque vectoring to put more power to the outside wheel to help it turn in on the corner.
Okay, so we're really talking more street performance here.
Absolutely. So I can go through the whole performance if you like.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Yeah, I mean, unless I'm keeping you from donuts.
No. I had a few already.
All right.
Let me take a minute to tell you about this video's sponsor, Granger Motors, and their extended factory warranties for new vehicles. Today, more than ever, an extended factory warranty is a worthwhile consideration. The new cars and trucks coming out pack more amazing, yet unproven tech and complexity than ever. Knowing this, an extended factory warranty buys you peace of mind. If something goes wrong, you're covered for repairs and parts for years after the original warranty expires. A factory-backed warranty means repairs are done by factory-trained technicians who know your vehicle inside and out and are trained to repair known problems. A factory-backed warranty ensures that your car or truck gets replaced with true factory parts and in some cases upgraded factory parts to fix those known issues. So next time you buy a new Ford or Ram, Jeep, Dodge or Chrysler vehicle, go to Granger Motors for an extended factory warranty. Granger is the #1 seller of Ford Protect warranties and one of the top sellers of Mopar vehicle protection warranties in the country. This volume lets their customers save an average of $1,300, so what are you waiting for?
Why did we do this? We saw from the beginning customers went right out, lowered the truck, added wheels, and were looking for performance content.
Yeah.
So we're Ford. We know we can do that, and we can do things customers can't do in their driveway. So the team went and looked for what parts were available that they could bolt on and do something. And it started up front with the cooling. So they're using the radiator from the 4K tow package and a transmission cooler. They got the strut tower out of a Mach-E because it had more stiffness. They picked a steering gear from Europe because it had a faster ratio. Those two things both combined for improved turn feel. They've got dual caliper piston brakes from a European, I think it's a Focus RS. The twin mechanical RDU. On the inside, there's paddle shifters for customers that like to manage the gears themselves.
Can I look at that later?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And then we also have Lobo mode, which is a new mode. When you turn that on, that's what activates the torque vectoring. At the same time, it decreases the stability control, right? You don't want the truck braking when you're trying to go fast. So for that reason, it's closed course use. But it makes such a difference on cornering, grip, and overall handling. You can't believe it.
Okay, now let's one of the elephants in the room, of course, is power. So is the power the same as it is in the other turbo versions of the Maverick?
Yeah, it is. The 2-liter EcoBoost has great performance for this size and weight vehicle. So the engine itself is unchanged. All the performance is related to handling.
Okay, so this is a truck built for handling. Let's have a look here. So one thing is that the lowered ride height, some people probably are wondering why Ford didn't slam it. Because if you went to the SEMA show a couple years back, remember that? It was really popular.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that this has to do with manufacturing process and what you can do and get away with.
Well, there's two things there, and I'll mention while you're showing the wheel. This is actually the optional wheel.
Oh, okay.
The standard wheel is the turbofan style that you see on the donut. Or I have a picture of it here. You can close up.
Yeah, let me see.
So this is the standard turbofan style wheel.
Yeah, okay.
We actually had the optional wheel on here because we were talking to customers about the brakes and the performance.
So you wanted to actually see them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Doesn't make sense when you can't see the brakes.
Yeah, gotcha. So this is the optional wheel, and standard wheel is the turbine.
Correct.
Okay.
And the reason it's not slammed is because we're still a built for tough truck, right? We're not going to lose all our capability for towing and payload. So even in this configuration, it's still capable of 2,000 pounds of towing and has payload over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Now, that is very similar to what the Tremor does. So you could say this is kind of like the evil brother of the Tremor.
I wouldn't say it's evil, but it's definitely
it's kind of got a badass.
It's aggressive. It's got aggressive street looks for sure.
Now, this is the new Ford Maverick. So we're talking about a refreshed body, especially the front end, right? This is different too, I believe. The interior's upgraded. We're going to go into that in just a second. Are there any other upgrades on top of the fact that it's the Lobo? Is there, for instance, is there like a new transmission, or is it still the 8-speed? I hear that it's a little bit different than a regular 8-speed.
That's correct. This is actually a 7-speed quick shift transmission.
So
engineering updated it. So when you're on the track and you're trying to do that performance driving, it's not hunting to find a gear.
Okay.
It's more dialed into picking the right gear.
Okay, so let's have a look at the interior, shall we?
Absolutely. Maybe before we go, let me just point this out.
Yeah.
This tailgate setup right here is the Pro Trailer Backup Assist tailgate. So
okay.
The camera with the light for the whole Pro Trailer Backup system is what you're looking at.
Now, in general, across the board, Ford Maverick has gone up to 4,000 pounds with many of their other trucks, but these are lower, and that has to do with the fact that they're set up more for performance between this one and, of course, the Tremor. So the suspension and everything else, 2,000 pounds towing, you just said around 1,000 pounds payload, right?
Yeah, Tremor, I believe, is 1,200 payload, and this is 1,045.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, so can we have a look at the interior? Far out. So, Jones for that donut. Oh, look at this.
So a lot of goodies in here. Some of it's standard to Maverick. So for the 25, standard 13.2 inch display. Everybody gets that with Sync 4.
Yes. Double the size easily of the last one.
You know, it looks significantly better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then when you pair that with a 360 camera or your rear view, you get such good looks around the truck.
Now, I'm seeing this. Is that grabber blue?
It is.
Trim?
So the accent colors for Lobo are grabber blue and electric lime. And they're made to be contrasting to really stand out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's just here on the vent. I thought there was other ones here, but look at this. Stitching, and then the blue is just hidden right there in the stitching as well. So That's a very interesting little combo.
Yeah, the designer did that for like a nod to a graffiti, where you have this contrast and it looks like paint splattered graffiti.
Oh, okay. And this dashboard definitely has a little bit of color to it as well. A little off. It's kind of almost a turquoise that I don't know if it matches. It might match the door panel. I'm terrible at color.
It should. These are pre-production, but yes, they are intended to.
Outstanding. So aside from the screen and of course the trim, very familiar in terms of this, which is now a 7-speed, but normally 8-speed, or a CVT if you get the hybrid. And hybrid's a whole different story. Now, this is not available for the hybrid, am I correct?
Tremor and Lobo are EcoBoost only.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that is fabulous. When does this go on sale?
So, or you can put in your order today, actually.
Oh, all right.
August 1st, order bank's open for everything except for the standard spec Tremor. That'll open in a couple months. Customers can expect the early versions of Maverick to start showing up late 2024. And then Lobo, both versions will be early 2025.
Outstanding. Hey, man, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out.
All right. And I'm going to go grab some more donuts. So stay tuned, guys.